the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you, Georgia, Georgia. No peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. That was Georgia on My Mind, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. Now in just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial covering everything I just played. And at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now, first thing to mention, there are a handful, small handful of chords in the song sheet that are written in bright red. If you're a beginner or you just don't want to work that hard, you could skip those. Those are, you could think of those as segue chords, right? They're in between other chords. If you skip them, the song will still be correct and no one will notice. It'll have a little bit more panache if you put them all in. But if you're a beginner or, like I said, you don't want to work that hard, you could just skip all the chords that are in bright red. Now, as far as the strum, I didn't lay it all out. You could play the entire song, almost, with simple down strums. But then there are places where you switch the chord on and up. Right? Most specifically, on the second line, just an old sweet song, keep Georgia on my mind. Right? There are certain places where it's like a little jazzier to switch the chord up. You know, before it starts the new measure, you jump the beat just once, meaning you, instead of waiting for the fourth count on the down, you do that on the up instead. So those are the important ups. The rest of them, I just did it like I felt like. I did a lot of down strums. The beat was sort of kept with the down strums. Those were the regular emphasized strums. And then I did a lot of pausing in between, and occasionally I filled it in with some up strums. I'm sorry, I can't give you any more direction than that, other than to say, if you're singing along with the song, just listen to your heart. It won't be wrong. It won't it won't. Now, as far as chord transitions go, from the intro, which is, yeah, from the intro. Okay, so starting with an F, I go to a D minor, or excuse me, G7, G7. So with that F, my middle finger is already on the right string. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay it flat and drop my ring finger. That's the D flat, D7. So, sorry. Right? And now you're going to move your middle finger over one string to the third string from the floor to that G minor 7, and then C7. You notice I didn't actually hardly move my index finger. I just kind of rolled it back. It's covering 2 strings right now. When I roll it back, it's only covering 1 string. So, and that's it. And then back, I roll it back forward to cover only the 2nd string from the floor. And then I rolling it back. Okay, now the verses. Georgia. Now the middle finger is already on the right, in the right place. Exactly. You're just going to move your index finger over 1 string. Georgia. Now for that, all I'm doing is picking up my middle finger. My index finger is already in the right place. So Georgia. And now I have to move it over 1 string. It's already on the right fret. Just moves it barely 1 string over and drop that D minor. The whole day through. You know, I started out, since my ring finger was already in the right place for this G minor 7, I started out forming it like that, but then I was going to have to go, I found that uncomfortable, so I switched to this. Now, my index finger is still in the right place, right? It's going to lay flat, but I used my middle finger on that G minor 7. It just felt more comfortable, so. And then the index finger stretches over to cover 3 strings. That's that G minor 7 flat 5. Yes, I know, that's a horrible name for a chord, especially a chord that isn't actually difficult, right? That's it. You just cover 3 strings. That's it. And now my index finger, again, is in the right place. All I have to do is arch it up onto that A7th. Just an old sweet song. When I've got that, when I've got my index finger going there, I'll use my middle finger on that D7 to bar that. Keeps, and now I'm back to the G minor 7, Georgia, on my mind. And now here is the most complex part in the verses, and you can skip most of those chords if you want. If you're a beginner, you can just play this like this, on my mind. Right? That's why F and C7 are the only 2 chords on that line that are in maroon. But if you fill it in with the bright red ones, then it's like this. Right? Panache. Okay, so here's how I'm doing that. From F, now my index finger is going to move over 1 string to the A7, and now it's going to move over to bar the 1st fret. And I drop 2 more fingers to do that B diminished 7, which is arguably the most difficult chord in the song. And then I bring my index finger clear back to the C7 and just drop. Right? I drop my ring finger there just for 1 upstroke. That's it. So. That's it. Second chorus, or excuse me, second verse is exactly the same, except that it ends simpler. Through the pines. And we're on to the bridge. Here goes. Other arms. Now, so for here, all of these are, all your fingers are going to change, right? From your D minor to G minor and back again. But your index finger is close to being in the right position. It's just going to move over 1 string, right? So you can think of that as the stability point. Other arms, and then back again. Reach out to me. That's how I do the B flat 7. I bar the 1st fret with my index finger, and then we're back again. Other eyes smile tenderly. Again, my index finger is the anchor point. From that D minor, it stays exactly where it is, and I drop the others around it for the G7. Still in peaceful dreams I see. Again, these are all going to pick up and move, but they don't have to move very far. So, peaceful dreams again, instead of going back to a D minor, now we're going back to an F, which is simpler. And then I'm going to almost sort of switch places with these two, but I formed that E7. Sorry, no tricks for that. Just pick up your fingers and drop them back down again. The road. So from that E7, your index finger now is at least on the right string. It's going to slide up 1 fret. That's it, and you've got the A minor. The road leads back. All you have to do is drop 1 more finger, and you got the F sharp diminished. To you. So G minor, and then pick it up for the C7, and that's it. The verse, the third verse is the same as I did before. And the instrumental, there's a little bit more panache. It is, in fact, just the chords to the verses, except nobody's singing, so I wrote in something just the tiniest bit fancier, but it's really not hard. So here's how I did it. With the F, this is the same, and then I just dropped it and picked it up. So just like that, that's it. That's the first line. Now, second is almost the same. Now that's a harder drop. You can just drop your ring finger if you want. So, right? That sounds good too. I did a G suspended fourth, which is like this. But you can just do that one if you like. So it's right like that. You can do that, and then you roll up to the A7. Here, this line I didn't change, but then here goes. That's all I'm doing to change from C7 to C6. I'm just picking it up. All right, that was it. And the second half of the instrumental is pretty much the same thing. And that's it. So now I'm going to play, you know what? This is a pretty short song. I think I'm going to play slow motion through the entire song. Close up on my chord changing hand, so that you can watch and follow along in slow motion, if you like, with every chord in the song. Here goes. 5, 6, 7, and... Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.